Hi, I'm Andy, one of the founding members of the Twitter account Roswada Stone, and I wanted to kind of show you how you make a translated card using Google Translate. To start with, well, first of all, let me explain. I'm on a Mac and a PC, so I'm going to kind of jump back and forth between the two of them in this video. Let's try something real generic. Let's go with grizzly bears. I'm here on magiccards.info. I'm on the 9th edition version of Grizzly Bears because it has some great flavor text that we can use. To start with, we'll just simply select, copy, copying, and I go over to Google Translate, which is at translate.google.com. I click on Detect Language. I paste the text. Get rid of some of the extra fluff that doesn't need to be there, like the word English that gets copied, as well as its power and toughness doesn't need to be there. And then you can just kind of freely change the languages back and forth. So let's go, I like to start with Czech. So you select the language on the right, hit the swap languages button, select the new language on the right. Let's try traditional Chinese. Hit swap again, and repeat the process over and over. I'm just kind of jumping back and forth here without too much concern over what languages I'm choosing. I find it's kind of handy to avoid using Russian or Latin. You get some kind of weird artifacts when you use Latin, and you lose the articles like the and if you use Russian. So those are languages I tend to avoid, but I use pretty much everything else that Google Translate has to offer. Try Vietnamese. Vietnamese looks cool. Arabic looks cool. And finally, let's pick Korean. And go back to English. See what we got. I can't promise it's going to be funny, but sometimes it is. So let's translate it to Memphis. Its type line is going to be sheep bear. Do not try to exaggerate Dominion grizzlies. Of course you can run from the trees. In this case, the scenery is beautiful, comfortable, and looks like a car. That looks like it'll do it. Let's copy the final translation there. And again, you can run this process anywhere from a dozen to 30 times. You get different results each time depending on what language you choose. We tend to run in about 10 to 12 different language changes so that things don't get too crazy. But it varies depending on who in our group is doing the translation. So I've used magiccards.info to get my Oracle text, Google Translate to do the translation, and the last step is to use Magic Set Editor, which you can download online. And make the actual card. So it's actually a downloadable, visible card that you can look at. Grizzly Bear became Memphis. It's 1 and a green for a 2/2. Its type line became Sheep Bear. And it has no rules text, but we'll go to the flavor text line and paste it there. One last step I need to do is get an image for it. So I'll download the image for grizzly bears. And go back to Magic Set Editor, double click on the image, find grizzly bears, resize my little thing here on the left so I can capture most of the picture. Hit OK. And there you go. We now have a finished product. We've converted grizzly bears to Memphis using Google Translate. And from this point, you can export the card to a card image, which will actually output it as a JPEG, which you can then post to Twitter, Facebook, share to any other kind of media. And we ask that if you use this video to make your Google Translated card, that you use the hashtag Google Translates NTG as the hashtag on your tweet. Thanks for watching. I hope this was useful. Have a good one.